Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly intuitive reading for Monday, February 8th through Sunday, February 14th, 2021. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Animal Wise Tarot deck by Ted Andrews for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So just a reminder that we are now going to be midway through the month of February. So if you haven't already watched the monthly intuitive reading for February 2021, please make sure you go onto my YouTube channel and watch that to get an overview for the month of February, the astrological transits of significance, and special messages from our angels and guides, along with a special message card for you, depending on your stone of choice, for the month. So let's go ahead and start out by taking a look at what our stones of choice are for this week's weekly reading. So the first stone of choice here is red jasper. Red jasper is a stone that activates and energizes the root chakra. So this is great for grounding. It's a great stone for protection, endurance. It helps boost one's life force energy, and it helps to activate the Kundalini energy. Your second stone of choice is this beautiful white stone called scolecite. Scolecite helps to strengthen and unlock the third eye, helps with inner peace and auric cleansing as well as self-healing. And then your last stone of choice for this week is this beautiful charoite. And charoite is a stone of unconditional love. It's a stone of transformation and inner vision. Helps to reduce stress and transmutes with that purple-violet energy. It helps to transmute negative and lower vibrations. So again, your stones of choice for the special message card are the red jasper, the scolecite, or the charoite. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and talk about the astrology for the week. There's a lot going on, and a lot of it has to do with Mercury, who is now retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. And in fact, speaking of Aquarius, we now have 5 planets in the sign of Aquarius. We have the sun is in Aquarius right now. Mercury, which is retrograde, as we said, is in Aquarius. Venus currently is in Aquarius. Jupiter is in Aquarius, and Saturn is in Aquarius. So that is a lot of planets. If we're talking about the 10 major planets that we deal with in astrology, half of those planets are right now in the sign of the water bearer, the sign of the humanitarian, the sign of independence and equality, and coming together with groups of like-minded people for a common goal and a common vision. This is a great sign for new ideas and networking. So just overall in general, know that right now, and probably for the next week too, before the sun and before Venus moves out of Aquarius, we have a lot of support for this idea of inspirational, higher inspirational, I guess is the best way to say it, higher inspirational ideas and guidance. Aquarius is great for kind of that open crown chakra to receive that higher vision, messages of universe, source, messages from your angels and guides. Aquarius is this very electrical energy, and it rules, breakthroughs and innovation on all levels. So I think this is a great energy. Of course, I'm a Libra, and Libra is an air sign, and Aquarius is an air sign. So I, for one, am very comfortable here. But a lot going on this week, because on Monday the 8th, we have the sun in Aquarius connecting with Mercury Retrograde in Aquarius. Now, the sun rules how we shine our light. It rules our ego. It rules our personality. Right now, again, it's in that sign of the collective, of humanity, that Aquarian energy, the Aquarian ideal, the Aquarian vision. And connecting with Mercury Retrograde. Mercury is a planet that rules ideas, thoughts, perceptions, and communications. And because it's retrograde, I feel like this particular connection is going to bring in messages from the past or communications with people from the past. Now, this, doesn't necessarily mean you haven't talked to this person for a really long time or thought about this, thought or idea for a really long time, although it could. But I feel like this is reiterating something that maybe in the last 2, 3, 4 weeks has been a discussion. Maybe whatever was being communicated or discussed a while ago, maybe it was tabled, or maybe it was interrupted from the flow of coming up with new and innovative ideas or new thoughts, new ways of perceiving something. So when the sun connects with Mercury retrograde on Monday, I feel like there's a revisitation of something that we've already been communicating about, something we've already been thinking about, something we already have ideas on. And so it's being reintroduced. And again, whether this is the past 2, 3, 4 weeks, or whether it's the past 2, 3, or 4 years, there's just a revisitation of something on that mental body level. On Tuesday, Saturn, which is in Aquarius, is in a sextile to Chiron, who is the wounded healer and shaman, in the sign of Aries. Now, Chiron in Aries, it's there for a really long time. It moves very slowly through that sign of Aries. So Chiron is bringing up wounds regarding our sense of self-confidence and our identity and our sense of independence. And right now with Saturn connecting with that on Tuesday, it can do one of two things. Saturn is the karmic lesson bringer. So he brings karmic lessons into our awareness. He's the teacher of responsibility, or the teacher of lessons as well, the Lord of Karma. So we can look at this as an opportunity, because that's what sextiles are. It's an opportunity to bring some sort of healing in regards to our sense of self. Again, self-identity, self-confidence, independence, etc. Now, Saturn could bring lessons in our life at this time that gives us the energy, momentum towards, taking some sort of action to bring about healing for ourselves. I guess that's the best way to put it. There could be added responsibility that we have to take on regarding some situation or circumstance in our life. Whatever this is, Saturn likes to help to restructure something. It also likes to bring things into manifestation. And since Saturn is in Aquarius, again, there's something here with networking with other people, looking for those that hold a similar vision or similar ideas as ourselves. Now, whether this is in a career type of group, or a group that's working on projects that is related to your life path, or whether this is just family, friendship, and something more personal, just make sure that you're open to assistance from outside of you, from other people, again, with people that want to support you, people that have a same or similar kind of idea or vision about what it is you're dealing with. And I feel like there's this opportunity for healing. On Wednesday, the 10th, Mercury retrograde is now in a challenging aspect to Mars, the warrior, the planet of energy, action, and forward movement, who is in Taurus. This happens very early Eastern time on Wednesday, so expect that a lot of us are going to feel this on Tuesday, the 9th, as well. But Mercury, since it rules our perceptions and communications, our thoughts, and Mars, that rules assertiveness or aggression or that warrior kind of energy, there might be some friction and communication going on. There might be some challenges in interacting with other people. People might have a clash of ideas or a clash of what they think or believe is appropriate in certain situations. And so certain frustrations can be on the rise. You can expect potential arguments, or at the very least, again, just mental frustration with what's happening. And some of that mental frustration could be with circumstances or situations that deal with finances and money and personal resources as well, because Mars is in the sign of Taurus, which rules that realm. Now, on Thursday, the 11th, we have Venus connecting with Jupiter, and that leads us up to a new moon. So we're actually on Wednesday and for part of Thursday, again here Eastern time in the United States, we're in what's called the dark of the moon phase. We're in that phase where the moon is not reflecting any light from the sun. And it sometimes can be a very emotional time where we're doing an inner healing, a little bit different than a full moon. When we're leading up to a full moon, emotional buttons get pushed easily and our emotions can get bigger or dramatic. When we're in that dark of the moon phase right before a new moon, we're more in a silent, contemplative, self-introspective, looking at our own subconscious and trying to understand what's going on within ourselves kind of mode. And so expect that as we're leading up to this new moon, that's where we're kind of at. We're trying to understand, from our inner perspective, what's really happening, especially with Mercury being retrograde. Mercury retrograde, the planet of the mind, is internalizing the energies of our perceptions anyway. And now that we're in that dark of the moon, we're really trying to get a grasp on what's happening in our inner world. But I like the fact that Venus is connecting with Jupiter before the new moon on Thursday, because Jupiter is the planet of blessings. Excuse me. He's known as the Great Benefic, or the planet of great blessings. Venus is the planet of blessings as well. She's known as the Lesser Benefic. Not that she's less than Jupiter, but she just doesn't have as big of an effect on the blessings aspect as Jupiter does. But they both rule blessings coming into our lives. And so it's always very fortunate when these two planets come together, which isn't all that often. So you want to pay special attention that especially on this day of the new moon, which is about new beginnings and planting new seeds and initiating, in this case, new ideas, because it's in Aquarius. This new moon happens at 23 degrees of Aquarius. So it's definitely about these higher perceptions and higher ideas and the higher vision and humanitarian ideals and coming together again with people of like mind to create equality and to assist the planet and other people in the best way possible. So the collaborations are huge right now. And with Venus connecting with Jupiter, both in Aquarius, it really highlights this idea of blessings. So I want to say the more people you network with, and whether it's people that you know, people from the past that maybe you haven't spoken to lately, or brand new people, it's all about alliances and networking and communication with others that can maybe assist us. Like, it's all about working together. How can we all work together for the common good? How can we work together for a common goal? And maybe we have slightly different personal goals, but those of us that hold a common vision for wanting to help, heal, assist, guide, other people or humanity or even within our own community or our own families, how can we come together and collaborate with one another in order to do so in the best possible way? And Venus and Jupiter coming together can bring, again, great assistance, great blessings, great support, whether from other people or from universe. Okay, so to me, a great time to initiate, make a vision board or put out, some sort of new intentions for the next new moon cycle. Write out on paper what it is that you're working towards, your goals, your ambitions. I think it's a really prosperous time to do that. Now remember, Aquarius is a very future-oriented sign. So, we can't expect blessings right away possibly, but always know that this is about the future of blessings, the future of bringing the blessings in, of materializing those blessings through, again, these new ideas. On Friday, the 12th, Mercury Retrograde in Aquarius is now connecting to Venus. Okay, and then on Sunday, Mercury Retrograde is connecting to Jupiter, and that's because Venus connected with Jupiter right around the new moon, so now Mercury Retrograde is going through and hitting both of those planets. So again, messages, information coming in. And maybe this is information we're seeking. Maybe we're taking a class. Maybe we're reading something new or learning something new. Or maybe this is just someone out of the blue is calling us, whether we know them or it's somebody that we've never met before. They're coming in with new information, new guidance, new assistance of some sort, and bringing us these aha moments, this clarity of vision. We might have had a vision of something, and whatever the communication or the message is that's coming in just helps to strengthen and clarify that vision that we had, that idea that we had even more. Now, in between Mercury connecting with Venus on Friday and Jupiter on Sunday, we also have Mars, the warrior, connecting in a sextile with Neptune, the planet that rules the spiritual realm, on Saturday the 13th. So every single day this week we have some sort of aspect going on. And Mars sextiling Neptune, because Mars is kind of that base raw energy of forward movement and being assertive and being the warrior, but he's connecting in a positive way to Neptune, which rules the spiritual realm, our angels, our guides, trust, faith, God source energy. I feel like this can be a magical combination. But with the sextile, just like with that Saturn sextile Chiron on Tuesday, Mars sextile Neptune on Saturday asks us to take some sort of action. A sextile means there's an opportunity there, but we have to take action in some way, shape, or form to bring something into manifestation, to help something to move forward. And especially with this one, involving Mars, something, a spiritual feeling, a spiritual idea, something, if it's based in some sort of creative, artistic, spiritual energy, Mars is going to help that move forward if we take some sort of action. Again, there's great opportunity there. So most of the week, there's a lot of beneficial and positive things going on. The biggest snag there is on Wednesday when we have Mercury challenging Mars. That can bring, again, some disagreements or frustrations with communication with other people. So let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides. Turning over the first card here for the week. Ooh, we have Major Arcana number 8. This is the Strength card. And it's the Lion. So I always think of Leo the Lion when I think of the Strength card. And what are just before we even look at the words at the bottom, what is the lion? Lions can be fierce and they can roar when angry, but they're also playful and gentle and docile. They like to relax, they like to have fun and play around with, the rest of their tribe or family. So here we have strength of will from the inner sun. Strength of will from the inner sun. So we're needing to have a sense of confidence. Leos are all about confidence and leadership and our inner light, our inner strength, our inner courage, our ability to take charge. Again, lions can take charge, but they also know how to have fun. So even with situations and circumstances where you might need to initiate some sort of energy. Again, even especially after the new moon in Aquarius on Thursday. If you need to take charge, you need to be a leader, you need to initiate some sort of action or initiate energies with someone, or maybe you've been through a difficult time lately, as of late, and you need to find that inner strength of will, an inner sense of self-confidence to move through things. Look for that inner light within yourself. That's really what the key is. When you're feeling down, when you're feeling a lack of will, when you're feeling a lack of confidence, I get the feeling that with some of the energies of last week and maybe even the week previous, especially when Mercury turned to retrograde motion, there was a little bit of craziness at that point, which was January 30th, right, when Mercury turned retrograde. So if you've been dealing with a lot of things on a personal level, let's say, maybe there's a lot going on. Maybe you're trying to balance work and family stuff and there's just all kinds of things happening and you're feeling a little overwhelmed. Go within, find your inner light through meditation, find your inner strength, find your confidence again, and then bring it out into the world. Now, you don't necessarily have to roar like the lion, but roar in the sense that you're self-confident again and that you can take charge and you can get things done, that you have the ability to shine your light again and exude that creative self-expression of the lion, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the next card here. The next card, wow, another Major Arcana card. So this one is Major Arcana 20. This is Judgment, and in this deck it's represented by the whale. So right away I think of whales as being an ancient kind of creature, some of the animal kingdom that dwells within the ocean. There's a good portion of that, water kingdom, as we can call it, that we don't even know about. It's hidden beneath the surface, right? And whales sometimes are hidden beneath the surface. There's a power there beneath the surface of who we are. But the whales also surface sometimes, bringing their power up and out into the open, into the third dimensional realm, right? Whales sometimes are swimming underwater, which is the emotional realm. Sometimes they're coming out to exude their strength and show themselves. This says new depths of creativity. So this Judgment card is, to me, what I'm feeling about the Judgment card here is that whatever it is that you've been trying to do, aspiring towards, goals you've been working on patiently, maybe family matters or, money situations that you've been very persistent and diligent about focusing on, I feel like you're going to be, again, that Venus, Jupiter comes into mind, blessings. I feel like if you're on the right path and you're operating from a sense of authenticity, and you are, operating from the perspective of truth, then I feel like the scales of justice, so to speak, are going to be balanced in your favor and bringing you some great blessings. That's what I feel from the Judgment card. Rather than saying we're going to be judged rightly for what we do, which sometimes can be scary for people, it is, in a sense, what we've done in the past. It's like what you put out, you get back, right? If you put out negativity or harm, then obviously you're attracting that. That's the vibration you're putting out. But if you're putting out faith and trust, and you're putting out service to the world, and you're putting out positivity and creativity and patience and perseverance, you're going to eventually get back what you're working for. You're going to get those blessings. You're going to get those rewards. And that's the Judgment, that you're getting back the positivity of what you're putting out. And that's what I feel from this card. And again, the whale to me is ancient powers at play, ancient powers that are working in your favor, because I do feel like the whale is a very ancient creature. I feel like the whale has been on this planet for a really long time. And beneath the ocean waters, there's a lot of information or energy, or what do I want to say? Just primal or ancient energy and wisdom and information there that it has to give us. And that can be, of course, metaphoric, right? So whatever this is, it says new depths of creativity. Time to dive into new depths of creativity and using the strength of your inner will, using the strength of that lion with your inner confidence and leadership and take charge ability, and delving into the deeper waters, maybe the deeper waters of your emotions. Maybe you're delving into the deeper waters of what your life path is all about. Then as you're putting energy into something, you're going to get back rightly through the Judgment card what it is that you've been aspiring towards and working towards. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this next card. The next card came out as two cards here. So the first of that, we have the Queen of Ancients. Talk about something ancient as the whale. So now we have the crocodile, another ancient part of the animal kingdom. But the Queen of Ancients is like the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Fire. She's very strong. She has a maternal aspect, right? Maternal, psychic, intuitive, healing. That's the Queen. But the fire part is the spiritual part, which is energy, leadership, action, taking charge. She's got the ability to take charge and make things happen, but she does it with the divine feminine energies backing her up, because that's the Queen. Now the crocodile says primal strength. Here we have that strength again, that word strength. Primal strength and creation. We have creation again. So isn't that interesting? We have inner strength of the lion, primal strength of the crocodile, the Queen of Fire. We have new depths of creativity with the Judgment card and the whale, and we have creation with the crocodile. So there's a lot here about strength and creation. And right now, as we're in all this Aquarius energy, It's creation first with your mind, with your thoughts, with your ideas, with your visions. Go deep within, dive into those depths of creative energy, the creative life force energy, and pull through and bring through the Aquarian new ideas, the higher mind perceptions, the higher vision of what you can create. Connect with your ancient wisdom, crocodile and whale, the ancient powers that's deep within you, that's deep within your soul. Connect with those ancient powers because you definitely have them in there. You've been here many lifetimes. You have many gifts, many talents, many abilities. You know much more than you think you know. So connect with that part of yourself. Connect with your ancestral roots. I also feel this is about your ancestry and your ancestral roots, whether genetically speaking or spiritual ancestry. Other lifetimes, the Egyptians, the Lemurians, maybe even the Atlanteans or the Mayans or whatever of those, other civilizations that are ancient that we may have had a lifetime with. We can connect with our own Akashic records. We can connect with that ancient wisdom, the positive parts, and bring them forth to move forward into new creations. Okay, let's take a look at what card came out with the Queen of Fire here. We have the Knight of Winged Ones, which is the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Air. And in this deck, it's the hawk. So hawks, birds in general, are messengers, right? They fly the sky high above. They have higher perception, higher vision, because they fly so high. The hawk says guardianship and ventures. So we're protected and we're guarded in what we're doing. We're protected and guarded in what we're doing, especially as we're, again, networking with others of like mind, coming together with people of like mind, having new ideas, coming up with new ways of doing things, of moving forward. How can we collaborate? And again, especially when it's in regards to how do we assist humanity and the planet? How do we bring about peace or equality or justice, social reform, all of those Aquarian humanitarian energies. If you're thinking with that in mind, and even if it's not on a worldwide scale, like I said, maybe it's within your community, maybe it's within your family, okay? But definitely you're protected and guided in this journey of the messages that's happening for the week. And the hawk, too, again, is bringing in some sort of messages, just like Mercury Retrograde. As I said, Mercury Retrograde is connecting with all these planets. There's messages coming. So pay attention and listen, because the messages might not all be through other people, might be in your dreams, might be in your meditation, might be through music, might be through something you read or see out there in the world, might be through numbers. There's a lot of ways that Spirit can communicate with us. So listen and be aware and pay attention. So this is a very positive reading for the week. Let's take a look at what your special message card is depending on your stone of choice. So the first stone here was red jasper. Just going to take a little breath here. I'm tuning into the red jasper messages or message. I don't know why I said messages. It's interesting. Message for red jasper people. Okay, this one actually was trying to come out when I was shuffling, so that's the one. Surrender to the sweetness. Surrender to the sweetness. Let's see what it says at the bottom. Venus energy. Well, Venus is important and at play this week. Planet of blessings. Venus is also the planet of relationships, the planet of harmony, the planet of balance. Venus also rules money and finances and personal resources. So Venus is a highlighted planet this week, coming together with Jupiter, planet of great blessings. So Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. Surrender to the sweetness. This, to me, feels like it's a message about making sure that you're doing things that you enjoy. This week, especially because Venus and Jupiter are coming together to bring us blessings, when we're in a higher vibration of being in joy, doing things that make us happy, connecting with people that lift our spirits and support us, having fun. I mean, that all raises our vibrations. And as our vibration is raised, so we're more magnetic to blessings that could be coming in. So if there's ever a week to get out there and, I don't know, go to the beach, go for a walk in nature, go buy yourself some flowers, take a nice relaxing sea salt bath, meet a friend for lunch, whatever you're guided to do that you enjoy, that lights your spirit up, that gives you a sense of having fun in life and enjoying life. Surrender to that sweetness, because that's going to make you more magnetic to whatever these blessings and new beginnings are on this new moon in Aquarius, where Venus and Jupiter are coming together, okay? And that's a good practice to have all the time, not just this week, but all the time. This is a good practice to do, okay? All right, so those of you that chose the Scolasite. All right, Scolasite people. Okay, Scolasite. I felt a couple of cards there. Just like, no, let's keep on shuffling. Okay, this one's popping up, grabbing my attention, Scolasite people. And it says, your life is a canvas. Your life is a canvas. It says, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Okay, we had a lot of information on the cards that came out about creation, new depths of creation or new depths of creativity, whatever the whale said there. Now we have your life as a canvas, basically saying that whatever it is you want to create, create it. You're co-creator with the divine. And think about, again, your life as a canvas. You could actually do this visualization in a meditation, to where you visualize a whiteboard, you visualize all these different colored markers or crayons or colored pencils or whatever you want to use, paint, and you create. You can even make a vision board, they're saying, but you can create whatever it is that you desire in your life by visualizing that process. It's like whatever your life seems to be right now, whatever you're perceiving your life to be, whatever circumstances and situations you have in your life, know that you have the power as co-creator with God's source energy to create something different, to change the flow of it, to, almost like the power of the subconscious is so strong because, sometimes, one of the techniques, for instance, can be to go into meditation and use the whiteboard technique where there's something you want to release, whatever that is. Let's say you want to release a negative belief system, whatever that, let's say it's I'm not good enough, because that's one that a lot of people has. So in your meditation, you visualize this whiteboard, you walk up to the whiteboard in your mind in this visualization, and you write on the whiteboard, I release now the belief system that I'm not good enough. And you visualize that you're writing it on the whiteboard. And then you visualize that you're picking up the eraser and you're erasing it off the whiteboard. And this is a signal to your subconscious that you're erasing that negative belief system. So that's, that's one way to look at it. So know that then you can turn around and walk up to that blank canvas, walk up to that whiteboard that you're visualizing in your mind, and maybe you want to even do this in 3D reality. And then you write on the whiteboard what you want to create, what you want to manifest, what you want to bring into your life. I desire to feel strong, confident. I desire to be strong, confident. I desire to be abundant, prosperous, and you can be more detailed if you want, but the more detailed you are, the more parameters you're putting on the universe anyway. So if you can just put the feelings down there that you want or desire, or, you could be as detailed as saying writing on the whiteboard, I desire to manifest a new career that I feel passionate about, that creates happiness and joy in my heart, that I have abundance and prosperity as far as feeling financially secure. And you can write all this on the whiteboard in your mind. And that is part of the creation process. So here, as they say, your life is a canvas, right? Create, manifest, be the artist of your life. What do you want to create? Take some sort of actions or steps. to create whatever it is that you desire. And the universe is going to help you. The universe is the creator and you're the co-creator. So together in that partnership, you're able to create the blessings that you're looking for, okay? All right. For those of you that chose the Charoite people. Charoite people. Okay, this one on the bottom here. And it says, the courageous peony. The courageous peony. And it says, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. It's time to come out. Time to come out and be your true and authentic self. It's time to come out of the shadows, come out from behind the closed door, come out from hiding. It's time to show your strength, show your will, show your confidence, show your leadership ability with that Leo the Lion Strength card, right? It's time to show your creative self-expression with that Whale, the Judgment card. And it's time to just let yourself be seen. To me, it's I don't know if you're seeing like 11:11 or you're seeing messages from the universe that are saying that the time is now. There's no more time to wait. If you wait, it's okay. There's no judgment either. But the time is now and the world needs you. The world needs your gifts and talents and abilities. People need you. Humanity needs you. Earth Mother Gaia needs you. Whoever, whatever it is. It's time to come out and be confident. Be courageous. Flower here. Open up yourself. Open up your petals like the peony here. Okay? And allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to be heard. Okay, there's a lot of good things about you. You're unique. Everyone's unique. You have unique gifts and talents to show the world. And the multifaceted part, it makes me feel like there's more than one thing here that you have to offer. Okay, there's more than one gift or more than one way to share your gift. There's layers to it. And maybe there's more to learn too, and that's fine. We're always learning. All of us are always learning. But it's definitely time to kind of come out and let these little sparkles of light here, which is part of your soul, let them connect you from the universe to third dimension, or let them connect you from you to higher realms of reality, however you want to look at that. We're always connected, but sometimes we dim our own light, or sometimes we shut off, and that's fine too. Sometimes we need to for maybe self-healing or to recover, from something that's been stressful in our lives. But whatever it is, the universe is saying, okay, I feel like 2020, a lot of people, kind of went within or closed off or needed time to heal, and now we're in 2021, and it's time now to start opening back up. We're still dealing with some of the effects of 2020, but things are starting to change, and the universe is divinely guiding all of us as a collective, and also guiding all of us personally to the next steps on our path. And even though we can't maybe yet see everything there is to see, we're being guided and protected and moving, gently being guided to move in the right direction. So, time to open up. All right. So, thank you, everyone. I want to put out there, too, that I have a new Google review page under Sacred Soul Empowerment, which is my business name. So if you all like my videos, my monthly, my weekly videos, or if I've ever done a service for you, or you ever bought a product through Sacred Soul Empowerment, I would love if you would leave me a new Google review. I'm always, expanding over these last few months. I'm now on Instagram and Pinterest and Tumblr, as well as Facebook that I've always been, and new products are being added to the website, but now there's this new Google review page, and so you're actually helping me to help more people by leaving a review. So I appreciate that. I appreciate just your love, your support, your positive comments. I really, for the years that I've been doing this, I feel so blessed to have the support, because every time I do get a comment or an email from any of you, it's always so loving and supportive, and I just can't tell you how that warms my heart, and how it just feels so good to have the support when I do something that I love to do and I'm passionate to do, but that I get those comments that I know that I'm helping, helping other people, and that just makes it all worthwhile to me to hear your thoughts and to know that you're out there kind of giving me that energy support. So thank you so much, everyone. Sending you lots of love and light and many, many blessings until we meet up again. Okay, namaste, everyone.